My double cleanse system is a perfect prep for any of your procedures. I use only 2 products in my clinic for prepping before anything. So that saves you time and money. Just keeps it really focused. So I always look at 3 main things with all my clients, which is the skin texture, the color, and then the elasticity. That way I prioritize the treatments that I'm going to do. So her skin up close, she's in pretty good shape. So we're just going to get her ready for the treatment that's going to happen today. So these are the workhorses of your clinic, our back bar. Pre-cleanse and detox, which is our prep, and cleanse and clear, which is a texture refining, skin brightening cleanser. Pre-cleanse and detox melts oil, waxes, and excess sebum. And this is going to give you a beautiful texture to the skin where even if you were going to do a skin peel, you don't need acetone, you don't need any of the degreasers, because this is going to even out the skin porosity before anything you do. Pre-cleanse and detox, you want to use a generous amount. All right, now we're going to start here. It feels and smells amazing. Doesn't that feel good? Now, if we were in the clinic and she had a gown, I would start at her chest and work up. You want to work this into the skin for a full 60 seconds minimum. And I do a lot of education / preaching about how huge cleansing really is, because most people will spend 15 seconds tops with whatever to clean their face to get to corrective products. And they really need to flip-flop the thinking. So now, if the surface layers of someone's skin is very dry, the skin is going to absorb the product, even if you use a generous amount, very quickly. So, and you get used to looking at the time and explain to your client, just take your time at the end of the day. I do my double cleanse at the end of the day. You could have theatrical makeup on and this would slice right through it. Now, I used a lot of product, and my purpose is I want you to see how much the skin is absorbing this. How do you feel? Feels great. It's very cooling, very soothing. I also want you to know this is super anti-inflammatory, very anti-red. So this is going to be real soothing if your skins are ablated or stressed, red from any condition. So we're going to work that in. You can take this product, add a little water, emulsify it, and make it liquid, so I can come around and really slice into that mascara and cut everything off.
So you don't need any sort of makeup remover?
Nope, this does everything. If you've got somebody that's working with you on a regular basis, this won't always do that, because once you restore that internal moisture balance to the skin's not going to be grabbing for every single nutrient you're putting on there. So all I'm going to do is just dip my fingers in a little bit of warm water, and then this will re-emulsify it. And what you're going to notice, and what your client is going to notice, is the skin's going to start breathing almost right away. Regardless of the kind of environment, if you are in California or Arizona where it's very arid, or if you are in a bitter cold climate like the Northeast, this is just going to bring so much balance to the skin. So I work this in for a full minute. This is great for every skin type, sensitive, fragile, acneic, matters not. Now, I'm going to take a little bit of product, add a little warm water, liquefy it. We've taken all the makeup off. What you want to do in the clinic, as well as to teach your clients at home, when you've done this to the skin, you want to use a warm washcloth. Just teach them to do that at home. All right? The reason is you need something with texture to remove what you've loosened up with the massage. If you go to the sink and just rinse it, it'll be nice, but you're not going to get the same effect. So we're going to go right here. And I like to hold it just for a minute because it feels good, and let it continue to melt the grime.
Feels great.
Feels very fresh. Now I will tell you, you can watch skin texture change. I'd love to do more than one of you guys today, because if you've got large pores, what I'm going to show you, I guarantee you will take every pore down, because it takes an oil to melt another oil. This double cleanse that I'm showing you right now not only is a prep for plasma and any treatment in your clinic, but it will refine the skin texture and really go deep into the pores of the skin. So we've prepped. You can even see a little bit of a glow come back just from pre-cleanse that we've just done. Now, next step is cleanse and clear. This has some very interesting enzymes and acids. And now that we've melted the oil and wax, this can dig deeper. This is a water-activated cleanser that you could just add water to right away and lather. And this is great for hands, arms, anywhere the skin is coarse or rough, or you're blotchy and have pigment or discoloration. Now, in a lot of clinical treatments, we're taught to use some type of degreaser, AHA, what have you, to degrease the skin before you apply an acid or anything else. I'm here to tell you, you don't ever have to do that again and really stress out the skin. This will do it. Now, if I work this in full strength to where the skin is nice and white, and I'm not worried about coming around the eyes, the active ingredients are, you've got tartaric and malic acid, you have plant enzymes, you have chlorophyll and spearmint. So it's very fresh and very, very clean. Now, after you work the product in, the reason I'm doing this first is it's stronger if you use it straight. If I took it out, added water right away like I'm about to do, this lather's beautiful. It's just not as strong. So there's going to be times you don't want it this strong, but to prep for a treatment, yes. So now I'm going to come back and lather.
I've been using Cleanse and Purify. So this is a better one for me?
Not necessarily. Cleanse and Purify is going to remineralize the skin. It's going to cleanse. Thank you. It's going to cleanse and hydrate. It's great. This is just an exfoliating cleanser. Okay. So this is going to smooth texture, lighten pigment and discoloration. And if you've got large pores and blotchiness, and you can even see that in aging dry skin. If you've got somebody that's super dry, this is going to be an amazing exfoliating cleanser that will help you dissolve that dead layer. So this could be something you could use a couple times a week. All right, so now we're going to do a minute with each step. Pre-cleanse is a minute, cleanse and clear is a minute. And you can even feel under your fingers when you could do this with your eyes closed and feel your client's skin, and you can feel areas where they're patchy and coarse and rough. And as you work this in, you're going to watch that skin. It's just going to dissolve it because the enzymes digest dead tissue. And these very gentle acids combined with that together are kind of chewing away the dead skin. All right, now, if you used this product at home, let's say you're doing the double cleanse at home, you could then go straight to the sink, flood your face with loads of water, and rinse it. You don't have to necessarily do the towel with this if you've done the pre-cleanse first, but you can. Just remember, it always gives you just a little extra clearing. We want to bring the glow back, right? If you digest the dull, dry layers on the surface of the skin, it allows fresh new cells to come through, and that's what you're going to be seeing. Now, I want her skin to dry for just a minute. And just watch. Look at the color. Look at what is happening.
Oh, wow.
Okay, now, look at this. Do you see even the lines around? I mean, we're talking about cleansing the skin, right? And most people would say, okay, let's cleanse her and get on with the treatment. Backwards thinking, flip it around. You do this, every single thing you're going to do is going to work better. This skin, we have evened out the porosity and we've detoxed the skin, but we haven't stripped it, okay? So it is not going to be red and irritated and dry and flaky. And as I was looking at Laura sitting over here, I do want to say something, and I think you'll understand because you volunteered to be a model, so that means I have to be real straight. Her skin can look 10 times better than it did when she walked in this room. Okay? It wasn't glowing, it was dull, and she's got texture issues from old scarring. So if we worked on this, and I also brought with me, if we had time, I've got a beautiful skin peel, a pumpkin enzyme peel, that would be a great thing for her to use at home, and we could coordinate that into her treatment. The skin's going to get tighter because the texture's going to be firmer, but she's not going to be stripped and parched. I want you to feel your face. Okay, so pre-cleanse and detox. Just wanted to show you that if you emulsify the wax and oils and remove the daily grime first and everything that's just, the oils come through, grab onto the old dead cells, they don't exfoliate, and then it builds up and creates an issue. So now she has a surface to work from. If you were going to do a peel or any treatment, you're set and you're good to go. And
Sorry to interrupt, but when you turn her neck over on this side, there's a very clear line of demarcation where you cleansed. Do you see that? Beautiful.
And you
Cool
see
shot.
this side
Yeah.
too.
isn't that wild? Okay, this is the ingredients are removing oxidation, dead cells, blotchiness, discoloration. It doesn't matter what skin conditions on the table. If they're sensitive and acneic, it's going to even out everything. So these two things are a total game changer in your clinic to prep for the treatment.